So I got a message from a friend of a friend. I have this chicken. She's never been around other chickens since she was a chick. And will you take her? And here she is, but it's gonna be a heck of a time integrating her into my flock. Hello friends, welcome to Chickenlandia. My name is Dahlia. I'm a backyard chicken educator, also known as the president of Chickenlandia. Raising backyard chickens has been the best way for me to find peace and joy in my life, and I want to help you find that too. Charlie, how are we going to integrate you into this flock? I have so many chickens. Well, we're not going to do it right now, okay? I'm going to put you away and then we're going to try, okay? All right, I'm going to put her in her safe spot. So if you look around my chicken yard, you are gonna see a lot of funny chickens, okay? Most of them are rescues. You know, some of them are chronically ill. Some of them have had injuries. Some of them, you can't really tell what's wrong because they have their trauma on the inside, like maybe they lost their whole flock to predators or illness or something like that. And they came to live in Chickenlandia. You know, they came to live the rest of their lives here. I get messages all the time from people that ask me if I can take their chickens. Most of the time I have to say no. You know, I have limited space, even though it's a big space. I want to keep grass in my run. And I want to leave room for like really extreme situations, chickens that, you know, this is like their last shot at staying alive. But every once in a while, I get a message and somebody gives me an offer that I absolutely cannot refuse. And that is what happened last week, really. I got a message from a dear, sweet woman. She's a friend of a friend. And she's like, look, I've got this silky chicken. She lost her whole flock when she was a baby. Her best friend is a dog. And I have taken loving care of this chicken, but we are moving and I'm worried about taking her on a road trip. And I could tell it was really hard for her to give up this chicken because, first of all, it's a super sweet chicken, and this woman is very sweet, and she did everything she could to help Charlie, the chicken, live a great life despite not having a flock. And now I have Charlie here, and I've got her in a little coop of her own. This is the, you know, one of the integration areas that I have, and she can see my chickens. My chickens can see her, the ducks can see her, she can see the ducks, but they can't get to each other. So they can work out some of their pecking order instinct. They can work all that up. They can do their posturing without hurting each other. And I really felt like this process was probably going to take a long time, and I'll tell you why. Charlie has a couple of things going against her when it comes to integrating her with my flock. The first thing is she's a single chicken. It is always best to try and integrate chickens with other chickens because that way all the focus isn't on the one new chicken, and it just makes it easier for everybody involved, especially the new chickens. The other thing that Charlie has going against her is that she's never been around other adult chickens. You know, is that true? That's true, isn't it? She's telling her story. When Charlie was a baby, you know, one unfortunate event after another that was not the fault of the person that was caring for them occurred. And it just ended up that Charlie was the sole survivor of her little flock. And the person that was caring for her just did everything that she could to make sure that Charlie was happy, but she was just not around other chickens. So that is a pretty big deal, but it's Chickenlandia. And I'm the president of Chickenlandia, and I'm up for it. So chickens really start practicing their pecking order when they're a few weeks old. It doesn't really get like activated until they get older, but definitely Charlie has missed some of that development where she was going to learn about that instinct. I have had her in this coop for about 5 days, and I've observed her. And honestly, like, immediately she was curious about the other chickens. Okay, I have to move away from here because chickens are being loud. So normally, in a situation like this is an extreme situation, I would keep this chicken separated from the flock for like at least 2 weeks, maybe even a month. But Charlie is not that submissive. She really isn't. And she's been super curious about the flock. The flock has been curious about her. And I think she's ready to be integrated into my flock. I am going to take the leap. I'm going to let her out of the coop. If it doesn't work, we will start the process of integration over, because that's what you do. You start it over if you need to. But I feel like it's not gonna be as difficult as I anticipated. I could be wrong. It's happened. Not very often, but it does. It does. It happens. It happens a lot. Okay, I lied. So I thought that I was gonna let Charlie out that day. The last time I was recording, I chickened out. When you are doing this, you need to be home all day because you have to be able to check on them periodically. First of all, you have to be able to like open the door, let them out, really observe, and then you have to be able to check on them periodically throughout the day. And honestly, like, I haven't really had the time to be here all day to do that. Today, I finally have that time. Charlie's previous owner came and visited her yesterday. She brought the dog and they had a great time. So today I'm feeling more confident and I'm gonna be here all day. So I think I'm gonna let her out. I think I'm gonna let her out right now and we'll see what happens. Hey, Charlie. What do you think, honey? She's not coming out. Come on, honey. Charlie! Charlie's making me look bad. She won't come out. Wait, Walter's going in there. Uh-oh. Don't scare her, Walter. So Walter's scaring her, but actually Walter's being submissive. She doesn't mean any harm to Charlie. So hopefully Charlie kind of takes a hint, but I think Walter being there might kind of coax her out of her little run. Okay, so the ducks are challenging her a little bit. The chickens really aren't challenging her. She already charged one of the ducks. So I don't think she's gonna be super submissive. And now, Zorro is going in there and Goo is going in there, and they have been friendly to her since the beginning. She's doing fine with the chickens. Like, the ducks are probably like, what are you? Are you an alien? Okay, she is out. Remember, this is like her first time ever like having physical contact with adult chickens. I think she's just kind of like, what is this world I'm in right now? She seems to be doing fine. Now, if she gets really, really stressed out, I will start the process over. But right now, I really think she's gonna do okay. So there are squabbles. This is normal, okay? It's hard to watch. It is so hard to watch this. But this is normal chicken behavior. What I need to do as a human being that is responsible for these chickens is to make sure that I watch, make sure no one's getting too stressed out, make sure everybody has access to food and water. So there's going to be different water stations in here. I've already got a couple set up. I already have food in many different places. Lots of things to distract them so that they can get through this initial period of stress and just learn how to get along together without too much drama going on. The chicken drama. It's always happening. Okay, this is super cute. Eber just called her over to find some food. So the roosters, especially Eber and Bubblicious, are loving her. Okay, so what we just saw there is Eber was being nice, and then he started being rude to Charlie, and Zorro immediately went and broke that up. So that's what you want. You want them to like work it out. You want the roosters to do their jobs, not act rude. Zorro is the top rooster. He really dethroned Bubblicious and Bear. So I feel pretty good about how this is going. I need to go exercise, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna go for my walk. On my property, I have about a quarter of a mile loop. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the loop, check on Charlie, do the loop, check on Charlie, and just make sure that she's doing okay, all right? And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh my gosh, guys, it has been a day. At one point, I sent a message to my editor. I was like, we can't do this video because I don't think this is gonna work. It happens even in Chickenlandia, but I had to remember, like, my instincts tell me that chickens are chickens, and unless they're drawing blood on each other, you know, or really severely bullying each other, it is okay. It's uncomfortable even for me, and I've been doing this for a really long time. But anyway, she's right here, actually. There you are. And she made a friend. She made friends with Beaker. Beaker's young, so that's probably why she made friends with her. And she also was hanging around with Goo, and now she's just hanging out by herself. The other chickens are in the coop already. She's taking her time before going to roost, obviously, because this is all new to her, and she'll probably sleep in her coop tonight, the little coop that she's been in, which is fine. She can do that as long as she's comfortable, but I'm not anticipating any problems anymore. I'm feeling good about it. We did it, honey. We did it. Yes, we did it. I will tell you one thing, today was a real test on whether or not to follow my intuition, and I had some self-doubt, but I just listened to my heart. You know, I tell everybody else, listen to your heart. In fact, that's one of the rules for mindful chicken keeping in Chickenlandia, and there are actually 6 rules. You can learn all about that by watching the video that is on the screen right now. I think it'll make things way less stressful for you, and that is my goal. All you have to do is click the video on the screen right now. It's 100% friendly backyard chickens education and entertainment, and I know you're gonna love it.